I'm the center manager here at Maxton Head Start, and I want to just welcome you to our 2018 and 2020 and 21 school year. Tell you, I'm going backwards instead of forward. Um, we were doing this meeting. It's our first parent meeting, and we was going over the different components that we have to go over with our parents. And I was hoping that we would have some of the former Head Start parents on, but um, I don't know what happened to them. But the first thing I'm gonna go over is, and a lot of the things is already covered in this book. We gave y'all the book, the parent handbook and resource guide. A lot of materials is already in this book, okay? But I'm required to go over everything with you. So we're gonna do the early childhood development and health service. That's our first component that we're gonna go over. And the Head Start educational program is designed to help each child individual needs. We foster each child and their individual needs, you know, in working with them. And the children, they participate in indoor and outdoor plans, and they're introduced to different things like words and numbers. With y'all see on our circle time page the different things that the teacher are going over with the with each child, and we're covering a lot of the components during our circle time. The child health and safety. We look at the entire child, the whole child. In the child health and safety, you know, we're talking about the physicals, the dental, the immunization, and you know that a lot of the teachers have already gotten spoken with you or text or email you about we need like the physical exams in. We have 30 days to get those in for the time of entry. And the dental exams, we have 90 days. The visual and hearing is 45 days. Speech and language screening is 45 days. And developmental screening, that's the begins. That's within 45 days. The teachers are going to be doing the begins doing Zoom. Wait just a minute, let one person in. They're going to be doing Zoom begins. They should be getting with you this week, setting up the time to do that. And the begins is a screening that we use to see where the child is at, and then how we can work with the child to go forward. That's what the begins is. And they're going to be doing like a telephone conference, and they're going to be going over social and emotional. That's how they're going to do the telephone conference. This is letting them, they're going to ask you a series of questions about the child's social and emotional state of being. And that's our child health and safety. And bad weather policy, we also have that. Usually we go by the public school system. Their outline for the, we usually follow them when it comes to bad weather. And sometimes we don't, and if we don't, we'll email you or text you that information. Child nutrition. Whenever you did your enrollment process, you had to fill out a CACFP form. That form is letting you know that we serve 2 hot meals, breakfast and lunch, and then we do a snack that's like PM. We do a snack for the children. And we also have a trained nutritionist that are supervise like different activities. We're gonna start posting like during circle time, different activities for nutrition, a healthy way for the child to eat, a healthy way for the parents to eat. And usually when the children are here in school, they do the activity here at the center. That's our child nutrition. And if you answer some of the questions, if you thought that your child was small for the age or too heavy for the age, we asked you if you wanted to see the special nutrition specialist, and if you wanted to, then we will sign you up where you can talk with her. Anyone have any question about the child nutrition component? Okay, the child mental health. Remember, I tell you we talk about the entire child. We look at every aspect of the child health, mental health, social and emotional. We cover it all, and we also have a mental health specialist, Elena North. We also have a licensed therapist that's going to be with us for 2 years. Her name is Miss Rosa, and I'll be sending out some information to you, the different things that she will address. If you're having trouble with your child with behavior problems, if your child been diagnosed with ADHD, if anger management, she's gonna cover all those areas. And also, if you know, if the parent, if you need some assistance, if you need to talk with her, you can reach out and talk with her also. And we'll be sending you that information in a packet where you'll be able to contact her, Miss Rosa. And like I said, you know, we need to, she'll be with us for 2 years. That's a grant that the agency received. Parent involvement, you know, you're the most important part of your child. Getting your child to, you know, do the different things. You're the first teacher. So we like for you to be very involved, you know, with the Head Start program. You know, doing things with your child, doing the different activities with the child. And we have been sending out like home activity packets for you to fill out and work with your child. And on that packet, you know, we're asking you to put the time in and the time out. And we ask you to send those back weekly. And that's being a parent involvement. And that's also helping with like your volunteer hours. Anyone have any question about those home activities that we've been sending home? Or you been turning them in?
So we have to come up there and drop them off, or?
No, we're gonna, we have been just doing like the bus route, the grab to go meals, like the parents that, you know, signed up to receive the meals. We have been taking the resource packets out and picking them up. But if you didn't join that, we're gonna start delivering those resource packets out to you.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kateria, well, KK.
Okay.
I stay in Lumberton right now, and she's here in Lumberton until they figure out when they're gonna start school or however it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's time to turn in her homework packet, I usually don't come to Maxton until like Friday or Saturday. So I normally, is it okay if I leave her homework packet for that week at my dad's in them house? Because they bring the homework packet to my daddy's house.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So is it okay if I leave the one that she's done there and they just swap it off as opposed to me coming there and trying to drop it off every week?
Well, you can, or we can do, we are putting up a drop box, and I was gonna go over that with you. We're gonna have a drop box outside, and you can, this is a locked drop box, and you can just drop it off in there. Or like you said, because your dad stay right there from us,
Mm-hmm.
we can arrange to do that also, to pick it up from there. That would be
Okay.
fine also, okay?
Okay.
And thank you, because you have been, you and her dad have really been coming, picking up things and dropping it back
So
out.
that's all
Thank
we can do
you.
with.
Yes, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Do we have any other questions? The disability, Miss Elena Norris, you know, we do have children here that are disabled, and the reason why we have children, we have like 10%, we can accept at least 10%, because children, they work better in groups. So we do serve children with that's disabled also. And we also have like we partner with Shining Stars, where they come in and they test them for speech, and they can test the hearing and the vision also. We have any questions about disabilities? Okay. And family partnership. I think most of you have met Miss Martha. She's our family service worker, and she'll be getting with you about different family, partnering with you about different needs, your goals, if you had any goals you wanted to meet, and on that, with that component. Parent involvement and parent engagement. So we really here, I like for the parents to be really involved. When we wasn't doing virtual, we did a lot of different things, you know, with the parents to get them involved. We had like dinners, social dinners, and different things. But now since we're doing everything virtual, the main thing for you to have to get involved is like doing the circle time, working with your children on our circle time page, the resource works that we're sending out, to work with them on that. And you know, any additional things, like I said, that book, the parent handbook and resource guide, they have a list of a lot of things that you can work with your child on to volunteer. And I love for the parents to read every night and document it. Read to them every night. You can read sometime 2 or 3 times a day, especially if it's a book that they really like. And the volunteer services, like I said, that working, doing circle time, or reading to them, those are volunteer services. And we can count, you know, we count those as volunteer. And our community partners, I also have invited them on our circle time page, because they're gonna be like doing like virtual field trips for the children. Like going to the library, the zoo. We have someone that's gonna be doing a farm. I also have like a community partner. She's a therapist. She's gonna be coming on doing like reading different books. She's gonna be doing different interventions for some of the children that's been diagnosed with ADHD. You know, various activities. We have the postal service. We want them to do like virtual field trips to go in there. There's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to be doing on our circle time page until we can able to have the children back in the center. And they're considered they volunteering their service, you know, for us. Even the licensed therapist, like I said, the Head Start program, we have Miss Rosa. She's a licensed therapist, and she's gonna be working with the staff, the children, and the parents. I also have a community partnership with a therapist, and she's gonna be the one that's coming on, read the different books and everything. And we would also like for you to get I see most of the people that's joined in are the mothers. We want to get male, positive male role models. Let them read a book, you know, and send it to me where I can post it to the circle time page. You know, things like that. You can read a book, and I can post it to the circle time page. That's volunteer services that, you know, we can count. And that's also, you know, working with a child. If a child see you reading, they're gonna want to read. And they love doing different things, the cooking activities, do the different activities with them. Miss Hines, she did a cake because she read a book, and then she showed them how to prepare a cake. You're doing measurements, that's math. Let them get in there and work with you. Measure like the milk, the flour, the sugar, whatever you use to do cupcakes or make a cake. There's always fun things to do with a child to get them, you know, more involved in learning. And like I tell the parents too, if an activity is too long and you see that you lost their focus, stop. There's no need of, you know, having them to sit there an extended period of time. Don't do that. Stop, maybe give them a break, then go back, you know, and do it. Because you're going to get agitated and the child's going to get agitated. So just, you know, just be patient with them. They will get it. Head Start transportation. We have like 30 days from the day we started to do bus training, and Miss McQueen, she posted on our Circle Time page safety for the bus. So go to our Circle Time page if you haven't already seen it. Go to our Circle Time page and look at that video that she did about bus safety, and that'll cover our Head Start transportation. We pick up the children and we take them back home, and you have to be 18 to sign a child off the bus, and they have to be you have to already have consented to us to release that child. If that child is not on that list, we will not release that child. You cannot call here and say, well, Miss Mary, will you let so-and-so sign my child off the bus? No, I won't do it. And if that person is not on that list, the bus driver and the monitor are instructed to bring the child back. Because if something would happen to that child and you did not authorize us to release that child to that person, then we held liable. And any of the former parents can let you know, whenever they get here and, with us, they're like my own. And I'm going to take, I'm just not going to release them to anyone. You have to authorize us to do that, okay? So be in place, and then if you're not in place, give me a call. Well, Miss Mary, I'm running a little late, because things can happen. You can get stuck in traffic, there's no one's going to be there. Can you let them stay there at the center with you until I can pick them up? And I'll do that. Okay. The fire drill and bus safety. We have a fire drill once a month, okay? And we will let you know when we do that fire drill. And we'll go over, with the child, what to expect, when they're here at the center. Fundraisers. We can do fundraisers, but it has to be approved through our Head Start director, Ms. Tony Bright, before we can do fundraisers. Okay, graduations. We're not allowed to do graduation. We do celebrations. And what we usually do, each class might sing a song, or they might do finger plays or things like that. We usually do like a big cookout at the end of the school year. We have like different cartoon characters. We do like the train at the end of the school year celebration. Bouncers, we do not allow bouncers because of the danger that they pose. Attendance, we do expect for the children to be here, or doing virtual learning. We do expect for you to do go on our Circle Time page, with your child, and do the different activities. Or like if the teacher calls you, or read a book to the child over the phone, things like that. But the attendance, we have excused absence, that if a child is hospitalized or they're due to sickness, they're incapable of coming to school, they have a temporary health issue that will not allow them to be in school, there's death in the family, or a family situation. Sometimes we have emergencies with our family, different circumstances. Those are excused absence. And also, if we have illness that are affected by the whole center or weather condition, all those are excused absence. But just keeping a child home because the child don't want to come to school, or I just didn't send a child to school, that is not an excused absence. That's unexcused. And we also ask for the parents to send, if a child is out, for like a day, stomach ache or headache, we ask for you to send a letter. If the child goes to the doctor, we ask you to get a note from that doctor where we can document it and put it in our the child folder. Enrollment, we're here, I can have 40 children. And we tell you we have to take our 4-year-olds before we take our 3-year-olds. If I don't have enough 4-year-olds, I can take up to 18 3-year-olds. Okay. Right now we do have a waiting list with 3-year-olds on there also. And if you've been by the center, it's projected that we do supposed to have get a new building here in Maxton. If funds, are available, we do supposed to get a new center. Also, if you look on our playground, we have new equipment that they're gonna come and install for the playground. Okay. And now do we have any questions about anything? I know I'm going over things, really fast, but like I said, a lot of this stuff had already been covered. And we did give you the parent handbook and resource guide if you want to go back and look at different things. And also in that parent handbook, we have like different resources that you can, like mental health services, nutrition resources,